Cop pulls over black driver, then freezes when he says, "I'm your new police chief. License and registration now." There was no smile, no explanation. Just flashing lights in the rearview mirror, and a hand already near the holster. Elk's fingers trembled, not from fear, but from restraint. He said nothing, just breathed, just waited. Then backup arrived. And everything changed. When Mazaaq opened his wallet, he didn't just show his ID. He shattered the officer's entire world. This isn't just another traffic stop gone wrong. It's a lesson in prejudice. This is the story behind. Cop pulls over black driver, then freezes when he says, "I'm your new police chief." Welcome, story lovers. Where are you watching from? Drop your city in the comments and hit like if this pulled you in. Mazaaq Bennett wasn't just a cop. He was a trailblazer. At 38, he had risen through the ranks in 3 different cities, celebrated for his reform-first leadership. After a national surge in support, he had just been appointed the new chief of police in a small southern town, one with a complicated history. His first official day wasn't until Monday, but Mazaaq had moved in early to get the lay of the land. That afternoon, he took a drive through the city's east side, low income, predominantly black, and historically overpoliced. His goal? Understand the community from the ground up. He wore no uniform, just jeans, a polo shirt, and his badge tucked away in his wallet. As he cruised through a quiet neighborhood, a patrol car pulled out from an alley, lights flaring, sirens blaring, then a short chirp of the horn. Mazaaq pulled over calmly, unaware this encounter would become a defining moment of his leadership. The officer approached slowly, hand hovering near his weapon. Mazaaq lowered the window. License and registration. No greeting. No explanation. Just eyes scanning Mazaaq's face like he didn't belong. Mazaaq complied, hands visible, movement slow, but the officer kept pressing. "Where are you headed? Are you from this area? What's in the glove compartment?" Every question was a test, not of Mazaaq's behavior, but of the officer's assumptions. Mazaaq kept his tone neutral. "I'm just driving around, getting to know the city." That answer seemed to irritate the officer. He leaned closer, eyes narrowing. This isn't exactly a sightseeing neighborhood. Minutes passed. Tension thickened. Mazaaq could feel it, the weight of judgment that came not from anything he did, but from who he was. Then another patrol car pulled up. Back up, as if Mazaaq were a threat that needed reinforcement. He sighed, not in fear, but in disappointment. As the second officer approached, Mazaaq calmly reached into his wallet. He pulled out his driver's license, followed by a black leather badge holder. When he opened it, the gold glint of the police chief's badge flashed in the sun. He watched their faces shift. Eyes widened, jaws parted, complete silence. The first officer froze. His face drained of color. He stammered, "Wait." Mazaaq stepped out of the car, not fast, not slow, just confident. "I'm Mazaaq Bennett, your new chief of police." The backup officer looked like he'd just seen a ghost. The tension shifted, not because the threat was gone, but because the power dynamic had flipped. All the assumptions, the silent judgment, the routine harassment, laid bare in one shocking moment. Mazaaq didn't yell. He didn't threaten. He just looked the officer in the eye. And in that silence, the weight of the system cracked. Dear audience, if you're moved by this story, don't forget to hit like. It helps more people hear stories like this. That Monday, Mazaaq walked into the precinct not just as a new chief, but as a living test for a culture he was about to change. He didn't punish the officer. Instead, he mandated bias training for every cop in the department, starting with the man who pulled him over. Mazaaq shared the incident publicly, not to shame, but to spark conversation. Because racism often hides behind routine, behind standard procedure, and just doing my job. His quiet resistance became a catalyst. That town would never forget its first black police chief, and the moment he made the system look in the mirror. So tell us, how many people still get profiled for simply driving through the wrong neighborhood with the wrong skin color?